In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, stop judging. Be free from lust, brother. When I've just started my fight against the sin of lust, against porn addiction that I used to have for literally more than half of my life, for 11 years, everything around me started to look so lustful. And I started to judge everything and everybody. I remember that nearby my house was a shop, and on the wall of this shop there was a big advertisement for Coca-Cola, and a model that was pictured on this poster. The way her eyes were looking at you, my corrupted brain treated this look as so lustful, and quite a few times I was walking like that, like when I was walking near this shop, in order to prevent myself from seeing this advertisement. And I started to feel hatred and anger when I was thinking about this model, about people who put this poster here and who created it. But then I remembered the words of Gospel of Matthew chapter 7, verse 1 to 3. Judge not, that you be not judged. For with what judgment you judge, you will be judged. And with the measure you use, it will be measured back to you. And why do you look at the speck in your brother's eye, but do not consider the plank in your own eye? And after thinking about those words, I've come to realization what practical step can we actually do facing such a situation. I think that when you want to judge your neighbor, another person, when you wish to judge him, just imagine if that thing that you want to judge your neighbor for, imagine that was the biggest sin you have ever committed in your entire life. And then just imagine how much better would your life be and how much closer to God you would be if it was the case. And by saying that, the next question that we have, what should we do instead of judgment? Like, okay, we should not judge other people anymore, but what should we do instead in this? What should we put instead of judgment in this empty space that we have now in our minds? And I have another actionable step for you here that I've thought about after reading another verse from Gospel of Matthew chapter 7 verse 4. Or how can you say to your brother, let me remove the speck from your eye, and look, a plank is in your own eye? Hypocrite, first remove the plank from your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. So imagine that instead of judging others, we could spend this energy on actually being better ourselves and actually showing an example. So if we choose to act this way, we could achieve two aims at the same time, because we can practice obedience to God by being patient, and we can put this energy into actually being better versions of ourselves and providing an example that others can actually follow and look up to, instead of judging your neighbor from the point of anger and hatred. I pray for you, brother. I pray for your victory over lust and over porn addiction. God be with you. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Have a nice day.